Okay, everyone. Welcome to AEW 200th episode of AEW. That was yesterday, or August the 2nd, 2023, August the 2nd, the 200th episode of AEW. Hooray, right? Surprises galore, whatever. There's always a surprise with Tony Khan. First match, Jericho and Takeshka versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. There's a lot of chopping going on in this match. A lot of that strong arm chopping bullshit. Garcia's dancing while taking these chops. Sammy did a high-ass frog splash for no reason. Like, it was like real close to the turnbuckle, but vertically he got up super high. And Sammy does that Spanish fly move that looks real stupid. Sammy did a shooting star to the outside of the ring and hit Takeshka. Daniel Garcia gets Jericho on a sharpshooter. Don Callis from the outside uses Jericho's bat and hits Daniel Garcia, interferes and knocks him out, and Jericho pins him. But he's like hesitating on pinning him when he does that. So they get the win. Yeah, Jericho got the win even though he felt bad. Tony Khan thanks the fans for 200 episodes of AEW, and then there's like a reel of highlights. So we'll go through that. We see a little segment where Jericho's in the back with Renee Paquette, and then one of his dudes, I can't remember his name. I can't remember all their names, but he comes up and he said, "There's a mandatory meeting for the Jericho Appreciation Society next week." Okay, whatever. Next, Jack Perry comes out to his opera music. You know, he's really trying to get that Jungle Boy name erased, but it's still there. Comes out, he's the FTW champion. He takes the mic away from Tony Schiavone all quick. And then he calls out that Jeri Lynn guy, who I guess is a producer there or something, and he used to wrestle in ECW. Comes out, and he, like I said, he's a ECW legend. Jeri Lynn says he can't wrestle because no doctor would ever clear him. So, but he has a friend that wrestles, and then some, what was it? Was it Pantera plays, I think? And RVD comes out. And RVD is looking kind of like he looks okay, but when he was walking, he looked kind of like he was walking like Matt Hardy, like real stiff, you know? Like he needs to stretch a lot or something. So RVD goes to the ring, but Jack Perry gets out of the ring, and they're both in the ring there. And then Jack Perry runs back in with a chair. RVD ducks the hit, and he does like this special move, fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme kick. and Jungle Boy like ducks and runs off into the crowd. So I guess RVD is going to face him eventually, right? Somewhere, you know. Next match is a three-way anything goes between Trent Baretta, a Red Ninja, I don't know his name, Pentagram, I don't know, and Jan Maxleeeeeeyyyyyyyy. Jan Maxleeeeeeyyyyyy. That's how they always say his name. Trent throws himself out to Moxley, and then you could see Trent like waiting for that red luchador, like waiting for him to do his jump so he could catch him. Pretty much within like a few minutes, Moxley pulls out from under the ring a barbed wire 2x4, and Moxley hits Trent Baretta with that 2x4. He pile drives him into it, and then Moxley gets belly to back suplexed onto it, So they're using that barbed wire bat pretty much the whole time. Trent Baretta's bleeding pretty bad because he got hit in the head. That red guy and some of his staff, the Red Luchadore, they're setting up tables outside like real, like real Mexicans and shit, setting up everything at a party or something. And they're outside of the ring. Baretta was laid on them, and the Luchadore was gonna jump on him, but Moxley gets the barbed wire bat, hits him with it, and then Trent Baretta gets off the tables, goes to the top ropes, and he superplexes Moxley onto the tables. The crowd goes wild, and then it's a commercial break, right? There's tables set up in the ring, and somehow the Luchador does a Canadian Destroyer to Trent Baretta, and then Moxley spears the Luchador through a table set up in the corner, and now Moxley has a bag of thumbtacks because we just need more of this, and Moxley pile drives the red dude onto thumbtacks, and he kicks out. Like, I remember when a pile driver would kill a person. A pile driver used to kill people. Moxley does a cutter to Trent Baretta onto the thumbtacks, and the Trent gets some move on Moxley on the tacks, and then the red dude throws a trash can at Baretta, and now everyone is up just kind of slugging each other, and everyone's kind of clapping, and Moxley does his like special DDT to the ninja. Trent Baretta hits a knee on Moxley, and then Trent wins by pinning the dude that Moxley, did the DDT to, the ninja or whatever, the luchador. Moxley starts choking out that Trent. He won't let go. The BCC come out. The best friends come out. Of course, you need to see Orange Cassidy. They all come out to fight and help. And now at Rampage, it's the best friends versus the BCC in a parking lot fight. So that'll be fun for Friday, which is funny because they probably filmed it that same day, but whatever. RVD is interviewed in the back with Renee Paquette. He's challenging Jack Perry next week to the FTW Championship. We should have him. Should have had him come on the 420 episode. That would be funnier on the 420th episode. MJF is coming up. The crowd loves MJF. They're doing an ADD chant. ADD, ADD. He's doing a Jew boy babyface turn. I don't know what he's doing. And then he's like saying, "Oh, y'all have sympathy for the devil," and then I'm a scumbag, but I'm your scumbag. And then the crowd's like, "He's our scumbag. He's our scumbag." Adam Cole is asked to come out. No music. MJF has a contract for the main event at AEW All In. He gives it to Adam Cole, and he signs it, and they hug. Roderick Strong is backstage all mad and pissed off at his neck brace. Adam Cole looks like a mini Drew McIntyre. That's what I wrote here. He looks like a deflated Drew McIntyre. And then out of nowhere, you just see, "Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more." There's a trios match with the Elite versus Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and that big old Sahtnahm Singh. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal look good, like for older men. That Sahtnahm Singh looks like a dumbass. He just looks like a dumbass. Jeff Jarrett's chick is hot. I think so. The Young Bucks are just giving everyone a bunch of super kicks. Kenny Omega was gonna try to get Sahtnahm Singh in the One Wing Angel, and I was like, oh shit, you're gonna fucking break your back. But the dude with the pencil and the bald head interfered, and then Jeff Jarrett's chick interfered with the ref. But then the Elite's like stooge dude who wears the mask sprays her with some hairspray, and then the Hardys come out for some reason and interfere, and then Jeff grabs a guitar to hit Kenny with, but then Hangman Adam Page shows up and he does the buckshot on Jarrett, and then Kenny hits the V trigger and the One Wing Angel on Jay Lethal, and they win. And then they get a microphone and they say, I know you've been hearing some rumors about us, just know whether it's on AEW, Riot, or Collision, we're here to stay. And everybody cheers. So we know the Elite is staying with AEW. I don't even think WWE would have offered them anything. I don't think so. Like, they wouldn't want to deal with all that drama. AR Fox and Swerve film like a weird vignette where they go to that Nick Wayne's house gym and they like beat the shit out of him and his friend, and then like hit him with a photo of his dead father, and Nick Wayne's just there bleeding all rowdy, and then they use his phone to call Darby Allin, and they tell Darby Allin, you know, where was your phone call? Huh? Come get your friend Nick. And he's just there bleeding out all rowdy, and then it ends, and it's like, God, there's already enough like black people violence and shit everywhere. I don't know why they wanted to film that. Next is a Ring of Honor tag team match. Aussie Open versus some luchadors, Kommander and El Hijo de Viking. Something like, I think that's his name. I know it's like the son of a Viking. I don't know. I can't remember how it's worded in Spanish. But this match is like really choreographed. There's a bunch of tightrope jumping spots. The two Aussies win like a bunch of cunts, hey? Oh, we won our belts back, innit, governor? Let's go some biscuits and wrestle like a couple of cunts, huh? Yeah, mate. Yeah, the Australian people won. There's a CM Punk and Ricky Starks vignette, so that's cool. And now your main event, Toni Storm versus Hikaru Shida. Right here, Toni Storm has a very nice butt, and I love her pigtails. Right here, Hikaru Shida has a nice butt, and I love that she's Asian. Hikaru gets the kendo stick, but hits the other girls out of the ring that are trying to interrupt, Paige, Soraya, and that boy Ruby Riot, Ruby Soho. Toni Storm gets the hairspray, and she hairsprays Hikaru, and then she hits her pile driver, but Hikaru Shida kicks out. I remember when a pile driver used to kill you. Pile drivers used to kill a person. Anyway, Hikaru gets some sort of reverse roll-up pin on Toni Storm, and she wins. And now she's the new women's champion. Pink confetti blowing everywhere. Everyone's cheering. Hooray, hooray. Dominagato yata. And she wins. That's great for Hikaru Shida. I'm glad she... I guess I'm glad she won. I don't know. Unless she's going to, get the belt to Thunder Rosa or something again. But I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, that was probably one of the deals with Kenny Omega. Anyways, if you like this review, this recap review, I don't know. I don't know if I even review these things. Like and share, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. We'll be covering Rampage on Friday, and I think I'm going to cover some other wrestling like the NWA or Defy wrestling, but leave a comment on whose butt you liked looking at, whether it was Toni Storm's, Hikaru's, or Ricky Stark's. It's probably a nice butt. And yeah, thank you all for listening and watching. Take care.